How
from
y'all
Greece.
doing?
Hi. Fine, you?
Doing
It's
good.
very
Doing
strange,
good.
Jasmine. Once you are in Athens and you celebrate the win against our rival Olympiacos, and now you are in the States. Huh?
Yes, I am home in Georgia. Yes.
Okay, okay. It's good that we have you here in our fan page, 𝝤𝝤𝝤𝝤.gr. For us, I think we are very happy to have you here, and we would like to thank you that you accepted our invitation to come here in our Green Live. For
Thank
us,
you.
For us, it's an honor to have you in 𝝤𝝤𝝤𝝤, and I hope you will enjoy our conversation because it's not we're not journalists, we're not professionals, we're just supporters of Panathinaikos, and we love and adore this glorious club. So be cool, and I think we'll make a very good conversation
Sure.
and enjoy it for that. Okay.
I got you.
So before is yours now, Pavlos, and start your conversation. Thank you very much, Jasmine.
Okay. First of all, it's my honor to talk with Jasmine about Panathinaikos and not only Panathinaikos, in general, her career. Jasmine, after each question, you will give me some time just to make a quick translation of your answer. So let's begin fast, and I want you to tell us a bit about your career. How did you start basketball, and how did you choose basketball? Because I know you have your father and one of your brothers plays football, and you have a sister who plays basketball. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. It's a lot of athletes in my family. Like you said, my dad played football. He played professional football for the Cowboys. And my brother, he played football at Florida International University. My older sister played basketball as well in college. And, you know, it was just always a thing. Like, sports was always a thing in our household growing up. And, yeah, I started playing basketball in 3rd grade. I just started, and I was that little kid always running around at the gym trying to shoot the basketball. But, I mean, I love basketball. It's clearly my favorite sport, but I'm also a lover of football, too. American football, that is. I love American football.
Να πω πολύ σύντομα ότι εντάξει, υπήρχε πολύ. Η οικογένειά της γενικά είναι πολύ με τον αθλητισμό. Τη ρώτησα και εγώ η ερώτησή μου ήταν πώς ξεκίνησε το μπάσκετ, συγγνώμη, και γιατί το μπάσκετ. Και είπε ότι στην οικογένειά της, γιατί γνωρίζουμε ότι ο πατέρας της και ο αδερφός της είναι στο αμερικάνικο ποδόσφαιρο και μία από τις αδερφές της παίζει μπάσκετ. Αυτό μας είπε ότι από μικρή ήταν στο γυμναστήριο, από πολύ μικρή ήταν στο γυμναστήριο, έτρεχε όλη την ώρα, ήταν πολύ αθλητική, πολύ έτσι, ενεργητική κτλ. Με τον αθλητισμό. Ο πατέρας ήταν στους Cowboys, τέλος πάντων αμερικάνικες ομάδες. Στο Πανεπιστήμιο της Φλόριντα είναι ο αδερφός της και επίσης η αδερφή της παίζει μπάσκετ και είναι φαν, τέλος πάντων της αρέσει πάρα πολύ το αμερικάνικο ποδόσφαιρο εκτός από το μπάσκετ. So, did you have a role model as a young kid in terms of basketball? Did you have a guy or, I mean, a player, male or female, that you wanted to imitate his moves or whatever, something like this? Huh?
Of course, my favorite player is LeBron James. That's my favorite player of all time. And then, I mean, I grew up watching LeBron. I grew up watching Kobe, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade. Those was my favorite 4 players that when they were all on separate teams and things like that. But now, of course, LeBron has a special place in my heart. Definitely does.
So,
I thought, Jasmine, that Dimitris Diamandidis was your favorite player.
do you know him?
Do you know him?
Say it again?
Diamandidis. No. You know Dimitri? No, okay. You know Kobe Bryant, before when USA played Greece You remember when USA played Greece in the World Cup 2006 in the semifinals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kobe Bryant said after I think 1 year that one of his favorite players was a Greek guy that he faced during this match called Dimitris Diamantidis. Diamantidis was a legend of Panathinaikos. He was a guard, a point guard, with and his main characteristic was defense because of his long arms. You see, okay, and his basketball IQ. That's why Kobe said that he wanted to play with Diamantidis. So LeBron or I think you told me LeBron was your favorite. LeBron James or MJ as the GOAT?
I'm gonna say LeBron.
LeBron, okay. I get that because of his duration as well. He plays 21 years and he's very durable.
Yes, very durable. Yeah. The longevity is crazy. And he's never missed like in like maybe half of an NBA season, like due to injury or nothing like that. So like the way he take care of his body, the way he plays both ends of the floor and can guard all 5 positions, I think it's great.
Okay. Give me a minute to translate. Okay. Τη ρωτήσαμε για αν είχε κάποιο πρότυπο μικρή, παίκτη ή παίκτρια. Μας ανέφερε τον Λεμπρόν Τζέιμς, την αγαπημένος της παίκτης. Μεγάλωσε με τον Λεμπρόν, τον Κόμπι, τον Ντουέιν Βέιντ, τον Καρμέλο Άντονι. Μας ανέφερε αυτούς τους 4 από τους αγαπημένους παίκτες. Μας είπε και για τον Κόμπι, έκανε και τη φιλία στο σχόλιο για τον Διαμαντίδη. Δεν τον είχε ακούσει τον Διαμαντίδη, δεν τον ήξερε τέλος πάντων. Της έκανα και είπα και εγώ για τον Κόμπι και μια δήλωση που είχε κάνει ότι θα ήθελε να έχει. Ότι ο Διαμαντίδης ήταν ένας παίκτης που είχε ξεχωρίσει όταν τους είχαμε νικήσει τους Αμερικάνους το 2006 και ότι θα ήθελε να έχει παίξει με τον Διαμαντίδη. Της εξήγησα και εγώ λίγο ποιος είναι ο Διαμαντίδης μέσα στις άκρες, τι τον χαρακτήριζε σαν παίκτη και ότι είναι ένας θρύλος για τον Παναθηναϊκό. Και μου είπε αυτό για τον Λεμπρόν. Της έκανα και μια έτσι έξτρα ερώτηση αν Λεμπρόν Τζέιμς ή Μάικλ Τζόρνταν ως ο καλύτερος όλων των εποχών και μου είπε το Λεμπρόν και λόγω της διάρκειας που έχει όλα αυτά τα χρόνια, τα 21 χρόνια τώρα πια στο NBA.
Παύλο, just to ask Jasmine, do you know that Dominique Wilkins played for Panathinaikos and he won a European trophy, Euroleague, with Panathinaikos?
No, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know that at all.
Do you know what Dominique Wilkins, I suppose, eh? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You realize you're in a glorious club. Eh?
Oh yeah, no, I know that for sure. I know the club is very rich in history for sure.
So, okay. Jasmine, although I would ask this later, what did you know for Panathinaikos before you, when there was the proposal that you might come to Panathinaikos? What did you know about Greece or Panathinaikos? Did you know any stuff or something like this?
So last year I came, December, when I was playing in Israel. The team I was playing for, Ramat HaSharon, was playing against Panathinaikos, and so I came on the trip. There was for a Euro Cup game, and I came on a trip, and we was here for 3 days, and then my friend that I went to college with, Erica Carter, played for Panathinaikos last year, so she was on the team. So we got out in the city. She showed me around and went to eat at a couple places and things like that. And then watching them play, I got a chance to talk to Lolita after the game, and Lolita was wanted me to come to Panathinaikos. But then when I like in March or April, Lolita hit me up and hit my agent up saying they wanted me to come, and also Olympiacos wanted me to come to their team too. But it was an easy decision. Trust me, it was a very easy decision to choose Panathinaikos over Olympiacos any day.
That's great. That's great for us. Okay. Την πρόταση να το κάνω λίγο αργότερα την ερώτηση, αλλά μιας και το είπαμε λίγο, είπε και ο Τριφυλίας για τον Dominique Wilkins και αν γνώριζε ότι έχει κατακτήσει ευρωπαϊκό και ο Dominique έχει έρθει στον Παναθηναϊκό το 96 και πήρε ευρωπαϊκό τρόπο, δεν το γνώριζε. Και κάτι άλλο που έμαθε σήμερα νομίζω και από την εκπομπή. Μας είπε λίγο την ιστορία, της έκανα εγώ την ερώτηση πώς και αν ήξερε κάτι για τον Παναθηναϊκό την Ελλάδα. Μας είπε ότι το Δεκέμβριο που έπαιζε στην ομάδα στο Ισραήλ είχε έρθει για ένα μάτσο στο EuroCup στην Ελλάδα, είχε μείνει για 2-3 μέρες από ό,τι μας είπε το Δεκέμβριο. Η Σερίκα Κάρτερ, της πρώην παίκτρια του Παναθηναϊκού, της έδειξε το μέρος, την Ελλάδα, γύρισε τέλος πάντων την πόλη από ό,τι κατάλαβα, την Αθήνα, και είχε και μια συζήτηση με τη Λολίτα Λύμουρα μετά το μάτς, όπου της είπε να έρθει στον Παναθηναϊκό και μετά έγινε η επαφή, μας το αποκάλυψε και αυτό από τώρα, ότι το Μάρτιο-Απρίλιο έγινε επαφή με τη Λύμουρα και ο Ολυμπιακός και τέλος πάντων έγινε αυτή η πρώτη κίνηση και ήρθε στον Παναθηναϊκό. Είχε πρόταση και από τον Ολυμπιακό, τώρα μας το αποκαλύπτει και αυτό, αποκλειστικό, αλλά φυσικά για αυτήν δεν υπήρχε κανένας δισταγμός, καμία επιλογή.
Ήταν εύκολη επιλογή.
Εύκολη απόφαση, σωστά. Ναι,
όπως είπε.
Σωστά.
A friend of us asked you that if you know Kέντρικ Ναν. Kέντρικ Ναν is the new player for basketball Panathinaikos. He arrived yesterday. And he called you also female Kέντρικ Ναν. You know Kέντρικ Ναν?
I know of him. I know his game. I know he played with the Lakers. He played with the Heat. I know of him. I don't know him personally, though. I don't know him personally. But I do know that he just got to Panathinaikos. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks us, he asked you to make a scouting for him. Tell us some things about his play.
About Kέντrikk Nunn?
Yes.
I think he's a great guard that can score the ball on all three levels. On defense, he's very active. I think he's an all-around good player for sure. I think he's an all-around good player. I think he's a good addition to the team.
Do you think you look alike as players, or you would say that you could say that? Although, okay, it's different, but I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not
sure. Okay. Because I think you're a guard that wants to go to the basket. You want to attack the basket more, as I can say. And I think Kέντrikk Nunn is also quite the same. He's not. He's a shooter, but I think his main talent is that he attacks the basket more, just like you. That's why I'm saying, okay.
I mean, there's some similarities, but I'm not too sure.
Okay. So tell us a little bit more about your young career, your college years. How and I would like to know, because you were drafted at number 12, quite a high number, I would say, for the standards of the WNBA. And tell us a little bit of your progress in your career, your college year, and then your WNBA career, in a few words.
Well, when I was in college, I went to the University of Louisville, the best school in the world. Thumbs up. But okay. I went to Louisville all 4 years, played all 4 years. My sophomore year, we went to the Final Four. We won the ACC championship. Next year, we went to Elite Eight, and then my senior year was, of course, COVID year, which I think that year we were definitely on track to definitely win a national championship that year. But it was a great experience at Louisville. Great coaching staff there still. And then when got drafted, first round, 12th pick, to New York. Spent 2 years playing with New York. Of course, my first year was in the bubble. So that was a different rookie year I experienced. Then 2 years with New York. And then my third year was with Connecticut. And then the end of the year with Washington. And then this summer, I started training camp with the Mystics. And then ended up playing in Mexico. And then I'm here in Greece. So.
Okay.
Solid start to a young career. I mean, been around a lot of great basketball minds, a lot of great athletes, a lot of great teammates. So yeah, I'm excited to see what my future holds for sure.
Okay, I suppose. Okay, that's a future, let's say, plan. But I hope I think most Americans want to return to the WNBA. That's right, huh?
For
Do you
sure.
have it in mind? Huh?
For sure, that's always been my goal. Since growing up, since I was a little kid, to play in the WNBA. That's all I knew was the WNBA. I didn't know, growing up first, I didn't know much about people playing in Europe or people playing overseas until I probably got to like high school. But growing up, I knew I always wanted to be in the WNBA. So hopefully, yes, if it's in my plan, then yeah, for sure. Like I'm down to definitely go back and play in the WNBA for sure.
Okay, thanks. Να πω λίγο τι είπε, τη ρώτησα και εγώ λίγο για την πορεία της στο κολέγιο. Ήταν στο Louisville 4 χρόνια, το χαρακτηρίστηκε ως το καλύτερο κολέγιο στον κόσμο. Εντάξει, προφανώς γιατί πήγε και εκεί. Είχαν μια πολύ καλή τετραετία εκεί όλα τα χρόνια. Πήγαν και στο Final Four τη δεύτερη χρονιά. Μας είπε ότι τη τέταρτη χρονιά ήταν και η περίοδος του COVID, όπου τέλος πάντων θα θεωρούσε ότι μπορεί να κατακτήσει και το πρωτάθλημα, το κολεγιακό πρωτάθλημα των γυναικών. Μετά έγινε draft στο νούμερο 12 από τη Νέα Υόρκη. Ο πρώτος χρόνος της ήταν στη Φούσκα, φαντάζομαι όπως το NBA. Μετά άλλαξε άλλες δύο ομάδες. Τέλος πάντων πήγε στους Mystics, τελευταία ομάδα, πριν φύγει για το Μεξικό, και μετά έφτασε στην Ελλάδα. Και Ισραήλ, σωστά. Και Ισραήλ, ναι, πριν έρθει στην Ελλάδα.
We hope you will remain in Greece and Panathinaikos for a lot of years. We will make you love this city and this club.
I mean, I already do love Athens. I already do love the club. I love my teammates and everything like that. So I'm already having a great time, for sure.
Okay, that's great. To ask you also, what differences do you see in terms, I don't know, of training, let's say, between the States and Greece, let's say, or Europe, and the game, the intensity on all the stuff?
I would say the game is totally different. This is my first year playing Euro Cup, so experiencing Euro Cup is the level of basketball that you would see that needs to be played everywhere, I think. I mean, it's so different. It's so different. Like if you play in the WBA, you playing against 144 of the best women right then in the league. Overseas, you playing against some of the best European players to play the game. I know one of the best Europeans that I played against is Helena Jakubowska, and she's a phenomenal guard that can do just about anything on the court. So playing against her overseas has been a similarity to like playing against people in the WNBA for sure.
Okay. I suppose it's also different in terms of tactics. In Europe, there's more tactics, I think. Or what do you think? I mean,
it's just I really can't explain how different it is. I can't explain how different it is. It's just something that somebody just has to experience on their own. To know what it's like, for sure.
But I suppose in WNBA there's more physicality. Not physicality. More players are more athletic, or no? They jump more. They run more.
Oh, well, yeah, I could say that's probably a difference. But the physicality is probably the same. Probably even
same,
more.
Right?
Probably even more in Europe.
Yeah.
And I would say the refs will let you do a lot more in Europe than they let you do in the league, for sure.
You mean, okay, so there's more contact between players in Europe.
Oh yeah,
that's
sure.
What you mean.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Take your head off all the time.
Oh, okay. I think that applies also for men's basketball, because in men we see it, and I think a lot of players tell that, because that the main difference is that in Europe, okay, there are different rules as well. You know, FIBA rules and all this stuff, but there's difference also in physicality and in terms of fouling and in what things a player can do and how refereeing is being made. Okay. Τώρα, let me do a quick translation. Τη ρωτήσαμε λίγο και για το και ποιες διαφορές εντοπίζεις στο μπάσκετ, τέλος πάντων στην Ευρώπη και στην Αμερική. Μας είπε ότι είναι λίγο δύσκολο να το εξηγήσει, στην αρχή δεν ήταν πολύ εύκολο. Εντάξει, μας είπε κάποιες διαφορές, ότι στην Αμερική σίγουρα αντιμετωπίζει και πολύ καλές αθλήτρες της Αμερικής και εδώ έτσι, τις καλύτερες στην Ευρώπη, ότι είναι πρώτη χρονιά ουσιαστικά στο EuroCup, αλλά είναι αρκετά υψηλό το επίπεδο. Υπάρχουν διαφορές σίγουρα στον τρόπο που και οι διαιτητές, μας ανέφερε και αυτό για τους διαιτητές, στον τρόπο που τέλος πάντων σφυρίζουν οι διαιτητές και φαντάζομαι και σε επαφές. Ότι εδώ το μπάσκετ παίζεται με περισσότερες επαφές. How did you tell the name of the player?
𝝤𝝢𝝢𝝅𝝤𝝢.
Elena Yakapova, okay.
Yeah, she's Ukrainian.
Okay. The main reason you came to Panathinaikos, I mean, the person who played a huge role in this was Lolita Lymura, as you told me before.
For sure. And then I knew they were going back to EuroCup, and I knew that I wanted to play EuroCup this year. And just to experience that for my first time, and I'm loving it. I'm performing well, which is great. So I think I'm loving everything about Panathinaikos. For sure, what also played a big role was the fan support. Which I think is huge. And I was just telling somebody the other day that when we traveled to Belgium to play a EuroCup game, we had fans there that made their gym look like it was our gym. And I think that was really dope to see, because you don't see a lot of, especially in an away game, you don't see a lot of fans travel to support their teams like that. And I think that was really big, and that was really something special to witness and be a part of too. And just the way we played the other day against Olympiacos, the fan support was incredible. I mean, that was probably one of the best basketball games I've ever been a part of, for sure.
That's a big win for us as fans. I mean, to hear that from you, and I think all the love that the fans and the support they give to you, you give you personally and your teammates, give them back with your game and your passion. I think that's the main part. And there is also this great, how can I say, connection between you fans, between players and the fans, which is huge. And you see, Panathinaikos, as Trifilia said before, is the biggest club in Greece, okay, and one of the biggest clubs in Europe, right, because there are teams in all sports, in football, in basketball, in volleyball, and the fans are, as you said, they are all over the world, I would say. We have fans also in the States, in Australia, in Germany, in all over Europe. And the fact you told about the away game in Belgium, it's something that if you ask other players from other sports, they will tell you the same, that Panathinaikos fans are also on away games in other parts of Europe, not only in Greece, which is huge, as you said. And I think you're absolutely right about this. So, tell me, first of all, which is your roommate in away games, and do you have a buddy, let's say, a friend?
Well, my first roommate was Andre. Andre was my first roommate, and then it was Penelope, and then the next one was Ionissia.
Ionissia.
Yeah.
Okay.
You changed.
Ionissia here in Triphilias also.
Change every away trip.
Okay.
They change.
Okay. Εντάξει, ναι. Καταρχάς να πω λίγο...
There is a rotation in order to to make a friendship with all the teammates.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what Coach tries to do, to get us to switch roommates every road trip so we could bond with each other, learn more about each other off the basketball court and things like that.
Ενδιαφέρον πολύ αυτό που μας λέει.
Mr. Καπογιάννη is very clever.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I ever hear it from a coach to do this stuff. It's something we rarely hear, to be honest. I think that coaches tend to change roommates between away trips, which is also, yes, quite clever, I would say.
It's not something typical.
Yes, not something typical. So tell us more about Coach Kапogyianni, because we told this. How do you see her as a coach, as a leader? I mean, does she help you also in terms of preparing mentally for the games? Tell us more.
My first interaction with her over the phone was very good. She instilled a lot of confidence in me on the phone the first time we talked to each other. It was more so like she wants me to come in here and be myself, be a leader on the team with my style of play, and just help us to be successful as we possibly can. And when I got here, everything just clicked. Everything seemed so right. She lets me be me. She doesn't try to put me in a box. She lets me show my emotions, show my passions on the court, things like that. And so like I don't have to look over my shoulder, and if I make a mistake in the game, I don't have to look over my shoulder and know that I'm coming out of the game. She lets me play through it. But she has this confidence in me, which makes me have this confidence in myself that I can go out there and play the game to the best of my ability.
Okay, yes, that's truly important. And I think because we've talked with Coach Kapogyianni last year, it's her main characteristic that she lets players do their stuff during their game and let everything on the court. Of course, okay, be a team during the match. Okay, that's the main point, I think. But without letting you, but that's really important, you told me, because it's possible that you make a mistake, but I think she will let you play more minutes and not be at the bench.
Right.
Okay. Τη ρωτήσαμε αρκετά, λίγο να τα πω κιόλας. Τώρα στο τέλος τη ρωτήσαμε και για την Coach Καπογιάννη και πώς έγινε η επικοινωνία. Μας είπε ότι από την αρχή είχαν μια πολύ καλή επικοινωνία και ότι έδειξε αυτοπεποίθηση και της είπε ότι ουσιαστικά σε θέλουμε να είσαι αρχηγός στην ομάδα με τον τρόπο παιχνιδιού σου, να δείχνει το πάθος και τα συναισθήματά της κατά τη διάρκεια του παιχνιδιού. Η coach την αφήνει να διαχειριστεί και τα συναισθήματα και τα όποια λάθη μπορεί να γίνουν σε έναν αγώνα, και αυτό είναι πολύ σημαντικό για αυτήν, ότι την αφήνει να είναι ο εαυτός της. Αυτό μας είπε η Τζασμίν. Επίσης μας είπε ότι, δεν ξέρω αν το αναφέραμε, αν το κατάλαβαν και οι φίλοι, ότι έχει κάνει και ένα trick η coach, ότι εκτός έδρας παιχνίδια αλλάζει τα δίδυμα που βρίσκονται στα δωμάτια. Μας είπε η Τζασμίν, ας πούμε, ότι έχει υπάρξει με την Πινελόπη, με τη Διονυσία, δεν ξέρω, νομίζω είπε και μια άλλη παίκτρια, τέλος πάντων, ότι σε κάθε παιχνίδι αλλάζουν τα δωμάτια και οι παίκτριες που είναι μαζί. So tell us more about, okay, I want you to tell us more about also the other people around the team, Lolita Lymura, Rula Mouli, and a few comments about the administration. I mean, the president of Panathinaikos. How do you see all the staff of Panathinaikos and also the administration?
Having Rula and Lolita there, I think is an advantage to us because they played for the team and they know how everything works. They can relate to us because they've been there, they've been in our shoes. So I think that's a huge advantage for us. And the management has been phenomenal this whole time. President and vice president has been phenomenal. Very family-oriented program. We had a dinner with all the foreigner players for each sport at the vice president's house at the start of the season, which I think was awesome. And then I also asked him, can I host a Thanksgiving dinner at his house as well? And he offered, he agreed to it. We're gonna see when I get back if he's still gonna hold up his end of the bargain. But no, it's been amazing. Everything, like I said, from the jump, as soon as I got there, everything clicked. Everything just felt so natural, and it came easy. Like, it wasn't a hard transition for me to deal with staying in a new country and things like that. So everything has came easy, and I'm very happy where I am. Like, usually, you get overseas, you leave your family and things like that. You don't like the place you're in. You're not that happy and things like that. But I can say it's been a total opposite for me. Everything has just felt so right. Felt like this is where I need to be for sure.
So
we can see that, Jasmine, also in the court. I mean, it seems that you are a lot of years in Panathinaikos. It seems that you are happy with Panathinaikos, with your teammates, with the fans. And
have adapted really quickly. Yes, that's
yes,
true.
very quickly.
Sure.
Yes, it's just like you are 2 or 3 years in Panathinaikos. we can feel that. Huh?
For sure. And then hopefully, we win double this year, the Greek Cup and Greek Championship. If we do, then I definitely wouldn't mind staying.
We will do that.
We hope so, yes. Ωραία. Να πούμε λίγο, επειδή τη ρώτησα τη ρώτησα λίγο και για τους ανθρώπους γύρω από το staff, τη Λολίτα, τη Ρούλα Μούλη και τη διοίκηση, τέλος πάντων, να μας πει 2 λόγια. Μας είπε για το οικογενειακό περιβάλλον, αυτό συγκρατώ έτσι σαν το βασικό της απάντησής της, ότι είναι το οικογενειακό περιβάλλον αυτό που της άρεσε και αυτό που την έκανε να προσαρμοστεί και άμεσα στο περιβάλλον. Και νομίζω αυτό που κατάλαβα και να πει το ναι στην πρόταση του Παναθηναϊκού. Μας είπε λίγο για μια συνάντηση που είχαν την αρχή της χρονιάς όλοι οι ξένοι παίκτες από όλα τα τμήματα του Παναθηναϊκού στο σπίτι του Αντιπροέδρου του Παναθηναϊκού, του Εραστέχνη εννοούμε. Πάνω κάτω αυτό, εντάξει. Ναι. Have you learned any Greek words yet, Jasmine? A friend asks.
Yes, I have learned some Greek words, but they're not the good Greek words. They are bad Greek words.
Okay. Better not tell them.
I know how to say good morning, good afternoon, good night, kalimera, kalispera, kalimita. I know how to say, well, of course, I know the word malaka because everybody says malaka.
Yeah.
Other than
any basketball words? I mean any terminology referring to basketball? Amina, defense.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Although mainly terminology in basketball is in English, okay?
Right.
Most of the words, but okay, there are some.
There is something, Pavlos, is χορτομαγικό.
To shoot a free throw is Vales, right?
Vales, yes.
Vales.
Yes, that's great.
That's great. Χορτομαγικό.
Yeah, χορτομαγικό. Have your Greek, there's a typical traditional after each match, also during the derby with Olympiacos, after the match, that you sing with the fans. Have you learned any words from the singing and all this stuff? No.
Some of the words that I asked my teammates what are they saying has been, bad stuff, of course.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
I haven't learned exactly what they're saying yet. Not yet. I will though. Before the end of the year, I promise you, I will learn it.
Okay. We will call you again and ask for it.
After the title, after the double.
The title, right? After the title.
Okay. So, did you know? Do you know any players? I mean, from the basketball team, from the men's basketball team. Have you met with any players from the men's basketball team, or no?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I've only went to one of their games, and that was at the beginning of the season. I haven't been back to a game yet because it's just our schedule, our practice schedule, and then their game times and stuff doesn't really line up. But I haven't met any of the guys. Of course, I know of some of them. Like I know Kyle Guy because he went to Virginia.
Okay.
And Virginia is in the ACC as well, so I know of like a couple of them, but haven't met any of them.
Okay. So let's go to another topic. I think it's a hot one because you are on. What was said with Trifilias before we start this interview is that I think you are one of the faces of the franchise, let's say, the last few days, because you had an amazing performance with Olympiacos, okay, in the derby. You were the most valuable player with your points and rebounds and the defense and all the stuff. I want you to tell me what you knew before the match. How did you prepare for this match, for this big derby? I'm sure that Lolita and all the Greek players told you about the rivalry. One of your teammates also was in Olympiacos the last few years, Anna Niki. What did he tell you about this match, and what did you expect from this match before the match?
So of course, like I knew coming into Greece and coming into Panathinaikos that of course we have a big rivalry with Olympiacos, and that this rivalry just is very it's very intense rivalry, and that in our part of the city we can't wear red, and if we were to and I know that one of my friends played a game against Olympiacos one weekend, and I told them, I was like, oh, I want to go see my friend play, and it was like, no, do not go over there, do not go to Olympiacos gym, don't even step foot over there. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it because clearly it's a bad idea. But Lolita sent us a lengthy message in our group explaining to us how much this game means, and basically we need to get the job done. It's a very important game of the year, if not one of the most important games that should be circled every year when we play them, and how much it means to the fans, of course, in Athens, and how much it means to our program for sure to be on top and to beat them every single time. So, and how did I prepare for it? I took it just as like another game for me personally, because I don't want to get too high and then get myself psyched up and then don't perform well. So I try to keep it to where like I'm thinking, okay, we're playing this game. I know it's a big game, but just stay the same, stay the course, do everything you've been doing, keep it the same, and then you do what you need to do on the court and then help your team win the game. And then but the atmosphere in the gym was crazy. And I love that. I love playing in front of big crowds. And that was real big for me, how intense our fans was. They were into the game. They got there, filled the stadium up an hour before the game, which I love. I love the fan support, and it was a great experience. It was a great experience. After the game, I was overwhelmed with a lot of gratitude, a lot of joy, because it was an emotional game for sure, and we definitely wanted to win this game, and then we got the job done. So it was a great experience. I'm looking forward to December 23rd.
Okay. Have you ever experienced an atmosphere like that in the States, college years or WNBA? Okay, I think yes.
So in college, of course, I went to Louisville, and our rivalry was Kentucky. So every time we played against Kentucky, the gym was packed just like that. But it wasn't as like intense. Like, of course, the game is packed, it's loud. They fill the stands. All you see is red, or if we go there, all you see is blue. But this was something a little different. The intensity was top notch on a whole different level than what my rivalry game in college was like.
Αν δεν κάνω λάθος, Τριφυλία, νομίζω γιατί το κολέγιο τους είναι το Louisville και ο Ρικ Πιτίνο, έτσι. Όχι, κάτσε. Do you know Ρικ Πιτίνο?
Yes. I know he coached the men's team at Louisville like 1 year. I was there, and then the next year, that's when.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Do you know that Rikk Pitino used to be a coach for Panathinaikos some years ago?
Everybody tells me that. Everybody tells me that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know also Baptiste?
Mike
No.
Baptiste.
Mike Baptiste?
No.
He's a legend for Panathinaikos. He played for Panathinaikos for years. He won 3 EuroLeague trophies, and now he's a coach assistant. Where I think
in NBA. I don't know if he's in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
I'm not really sure, but he's an assistant coach for the NBA. I don't remember the team right now. Okay, but most of the time he spent his time in Europe. Maybe that's the reason why you don't know him really well. And he finished his career 10 years ago.
Yes.
Ωραία. Άρα είπαμε λίγο και για τον Ρικ Πιτίνο, γιατί έχει υπάρξει προπονητής στο Louisville από ό,τι μας είπε μια χρονιά. Τη ρωτήσαμε λίγο για την αντιπαλότητα μεταξύ του Ολυμπιακού και του Παναθηναϊκού και εντάξει, μας είπε ότι είχαν και ένα group με τη Λολίτα που τους προετοίμαζε για το παιχνίδι, τους έλεγε. Αυτοί προσπάθησαν να το αντιμετωπίσουν ένα ακόμα παιχνίδι, να μείνει το ίδιο, να μείνει προσγειωμένοι, ότι δεν ήθελε να υπερενθουσιαστεί οτιδήποτε ή να το υπεραναλύσει στο μυαλό της, γιατί μπορεί αυτό να την επηρέαζε και στον αγώνα να μην αποδώσει όπως θα έπρεπε. Ήταν εντυπωσιακή ατμόσφαιρα στο γήπεδο, εκρηκτική. Γέμισαν το γήπεδο πριν τον αγώνα και αυτό της έκανε εντύπωση. Στους Raptors είναι, εντάξει. Ναι. Γέμισαν το γήπεδο και πριν τον αγώνα. Είναι κάτι που είναι διαφορετική ατμόσφαιρα. Μας είπε λίγο, επειδή τη ρώτησαν, το έχει ξανασυναντήσει, μας είπε ότι στα κολεγιακά της χρόνια υπάρχει αντιπαλότητα αντίστοιχη στο Louisville Κεντάκι και από εκεί μου ήρθε και ο Πιτίνο, για να πω την αλήθεια, γιατί θυμόμουν ότι το ανέφερε και αυτό στις δηλώσεις του για την αντιπαλότητα που υπάρχει μεταξύ του Louisville και του Κεντάκι, αλλά είναι διαφορετικό η ατμόσφαιρα εκεί, δεν είναι το ίδιο όπως εδώ. Μας είπε λίγο και για μια φίλη της που έπαιζε με τον Ολυμπιακό το Σαββατοκύριακο και της είπε, τέλος πάντων, ότι καλύτερα να μην πατήσεις στο γήπεδο, γιατί είναι πολύ μεγάλη αντιπαλότητα. Okay, εντάξει. So, tell me, I want you to describe me a little bit more also the game itself. It was a difficult match. At first, you started really well. The defense was tough, and you didn't let Olympiacos score easy baskets. But then Olympiacos made a comeback, a huge comeback, because we talk about a really good team as well. With good players and a big budget as well. But at the end, it was a derby. You made a comeback again, and you took the win with just 1 point. It was a huge match. What's your impression on this match?
I think it was a great game. Like you said, we started off the game really well, with a lot of intensity and effort on the defensive end. But like you said, they're a good team. They're a good team, and good teams find a way to come back and take control over the game, and they did. We were hit with some foul trouble early too, which played a big part of them coming back. And then at the time, like during the game, our offense got really stagnant. We didn't have much flow as we would like to. And then, of course, we missed some shots that we normally make. We're a great shooting team, and we missed some open shots that we would normally make on any other day. So the ball just didn't go in for real for us that as much often as it would have on a normal day. But it was okay. We still stuck together. Towards the end, we put together a lot of defensive stops, and we put together a lot of buckets to close the game out. AK's 3 was huge. When I lost my shoe and coming down, putting it back on, I hit a 3, which was huge. And then the last bucket that I made for us to win the game was huge too. But that next defensive stop was the hugest possession because they were killing us on the offensive glass too, and they got a shot off. Brooke Williams got a nice shot off, a clean look at it, and then their other post player got the offensive rebound and she threw it up, which I missed the box out. I can honestly say I missed the box out on that one. And she could have made the shot, but thank God she didn't. We got the ball, and we was able to win the game. But we came up with some huge defensive stops towards the end of the game and some huge buckets to help us win. So we've been in tough games, like when we played in Belgium. We found a way to win. We always find ways to win, and we don't crack under pressure. So that's one thing I could definitely say about this team. We don't crack under pressure. We don't fold. And we always find a way to, get ourselves a victory.
What Coach Kапogyannis told you after the match about your performance? I don't know. Tell us a little bit about because it wasn't obviously, as you said, your best game. You missed some easy shots that you usually make because that's true. You're a good shooting team, 3-point shooting team. I remember the match against PAOK. You had excellent 3-point shooting, and also in Europe as well, in most cases. I don't know. It was also, I suppose, the crowd, not the crowd. It was a difficult match. The opponent was playing good defense as well. But
we're a little bit We're a little bit unlucky. In 6-7 times, I saw the ball coming into the basket and then getting out.
Yes,
this happened 6 or 7 times.
Yes, like
it's something that I noticed because I know we have very good players that they are shooting very well, and in the derby last Saturday, this happened. Yes, unfortunately.
The ball, like you said, the ball would just go in the rim and it'll pop right back out. But Coach, after the game, she just told us how proud she was of us, that we found a way to win. We found a way to gut it out. And she said that, for us to enjoy our break, of course. But most importantly, of how proud she was of us, that we found a way to win and we found a way to get the job done, and how we should be proud of ourselves for not giving up and not quitting and then pulling it out.
That's the main part, and that I think that's the what Panathinaikos want their players to do, to never give up, to never forfeit the games. So
what about the atmosphere, Jasmine? What do you think about the atmosphere? Okay, we described before some things, but I think because it's a big specific game, a special game, and for the fans also, because most of the fans are waiting very passionately for a lot of days to see this kind of derbies, and also the fans of Panathinaikos and from the side of Olympiacos, they want to win this game, and it's not a simple game. It's two rivals of different worlds, as we say here in Greek. This comes before the game, a lot of days before the game, and after the game. We discuss everywhere in the cafe for this kind of game. So, how you felt this game? I mean, the atmosphere and all this, not only in the game and before and after.
The atmosphere was something special, and it's hard to describe because if nobody was there, like if somebody wasn't there, they had to be there to witness it. Like you said, before the game, they were there an hour early before the game in the stands, watching us warm up, screaming, yelling, cheering, doing all those things. But during the game, for me, it wasn't hard to stay focused because I'm so locked in. I'm so tunnel vision all the time when I'm on the court, and I'm always just in the zone. But it was very loud in the gym, and at times we couldn't hear each other on defense. We couldn't hear what play we were calling, so it was a lot of it was a lot of noise to channel. And at times we had a lot of miscommunications that I think that played a part in why the game was so close and things like that, because if we didn't hear this play call, we didn't hear this defensive coverage that we missed, it caused the bucket on one end, or it caused us to lose a chance to score a bucket on our end. And then after the game, the fans still stayed there after the game. 30 minutes after the game, they're still there. They're still cheering us on. They're still telling us how much they love us and things like that. And it was just amazing. It was just amazing how dedicated our fans are, and how much it truly means to them, and how much they love us and how much support they show us. Even after I left the gym, I was in the locker room, I took a shower, and so I'm walking out of the gym, it's still fans outside the gym waiting. And I think that was amazing. And I walked to a restaurant close by, and fans were still outside saying, "Oh my God, we love you, this and this and that, we love you, we love you." And I think that's just it's really special here, for sure. It's really special here. Something about this place is just really special.
I know, Jasmine, we were there. That's why you saw all these videos. Okay. Να καλησπερίσουμε τον αρχηγό της ομάδας, το Δήμο το Δερμιτζάκη, είναι στο live, και να πούμε και συγχαρητήρια για την νίκη. Ο Δήμος μας έστειλε, μας ζήτησε να υποστηρίξουμε κιόλας, και ήταν ένα σημαντικό παιχνίδι, καθοριστικό. Κερδίσαμε και μπράβο, πολλά συγχαρητήρια. Και με την ευκαιρία αυτή να τον καλέσουμε όποτε εκείνος πιστεύει ότι μπορεί, σε ένα live να κάνουμε κουβεντούλα για το πόλο.
Φυσικά, νομίζω είναι και ένα άθλημα λίγο αδικημένο. Γενικότερα και σαν Ελλάδα και σαν Παναθηναϊκός είναι λίγο αδικημένο το πόλο, γιατί μας έχει φέρει και επιτυχίες σαν ελληνικό πόλο, και φυσικά και το τμήμα του Παναθηναϊκού είναι λίγο υποτιμημένο, γιατί γίνεται μια τεράστια προσπάθεια φέτος, και από πέρσι έχει ξεκινήσει με τον coach μαζί, και νομίζω γίνεται μια προσπάθεια να είναι η ομάδα όσο πιο ψηλά γίνεται, τουλάχιστον κοντά στην τετράδα θα έλεγα, και γιατί όχι και πιο πάνω και στο κύπελο κτλ. Σημαντική είναι και με την Γλυφάδα, μια ομάδα που έχει τους ίδιους στόχους. Τώρα λίγο να πω...
Just mean to translate that in the live we have the captain of Panathinaikos water polo, and they just finished a derby playing with Glyfada, and they won 15-12 to 11, something like that. So that's why I just wanted to translate what we said to the captain of water polo of Panathinaikos, Jackie.
So, Jasmine, you told us before you have met some foreign players from other from other sports, Panathinaikos teams.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
So we had the foreigners dinner at the vice president's house, and I think it was 2 water polo dudes, guys there. We had, of course, the volleyball foreigners, the soccer foreigners, men's and women's volleyball. The soccer team, the women's soccer team was there. We were there. I'm trying to think who else was there.
Mainly this.
Mainly this. It was a lot of us, though. It was like a good 15 to 20 of us had dinner at the president's house with him, the vice president. So it was a good time. It was like in October. It was at the beginning of October we had this dinner.
Okay. And did you meet with any of them? I mean, you told from the soccer as well, from the soccer team, foreign players?
Yeah, from the women's soccer team, yes. We all met.
Chelsea, probably.
Yeah, we all met, talked, ate dinner, and, got to know each other and things like that.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
So, I think, from what I understood, the main reason you came to Panathinaikos, because you told us before, and we didn't know this, that you had an offer from Olympiacos as well, the previous summer. I suppose, I don't know, okay, I don't want to go to many details, that it was not the financial...
Don't worry, Jasmine, nobody hears us.
Nobody hears. Yes. I mean, it was not the financial part the only reason to come to Panathinaikos. From what you told us all this hour we were talking, that's right. It was the family.
It was a lot of things that went into my decision. But I've only heard good things about Panathinaikos. Only good things. And I mean, I can't say the same for the other team. And what was really big was how big this club is and how rich in history it is, and the fan support and things like that. Other things that comes into play as well. And just my connection with Coach was better. And I think I made the right decision. And then the players that we had around us too as well. I think we had the best Greek players in the league on our team. With AK, with P, with Antigone, Katerina. Like, we have some of the best Greek players on our team. The best in the league. And I think we have a full and complete team. And, you know, I'm just excited to see what we do after this national team break. Because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good look. I can't wait to get back, but I can't wait to get back because I'm enjoying my break home.
That's great. That's great to hear.
Jasmine, can I ask you, sorry, Pavlos, can I ask you something? Nikki Stamolambru is coming from our rivals. She used to be a lot of years in Olympiacos. Now she faced different things in Panathinaikos.
Dionysia, 2 years ago, she was in Olympiacos.
And Katerina Soteriou.
And Katerina also.
Yep.
Okay. What do they say the difference between Olympiacos and Panathinaikos? Because there are differences, and we know a lot of things. Because when they play in Olympiacos, you see an empty stadium. When you play in Panathinaikos, you saw the atmosphere, etc.
This move says a lot. This move says a lot.
I don't want to say anymore. Just say it by yourself.
Yes. Listen, I watched. So watching film on them, I could just see, like, I could watch their games, their Euro Cup games and their Greek League games. They don't get the same fan support that we get. And I don't like playing in empty gyms. That's not one thing. I don't like playing in empty gyms. So, but yeah, like you say, AK spent a lot of years at Olympiacos. But now the fans, I think what is so sweet about our fans, even though she played a lot of years at Olympiacos, her coming here this year, the fans have embraced her so much. And the fans love her. And I don't know exactly what was said in the interview after the game with AK, but I know that she kind of said that she should have been here the whole time, or something of that nature. That she things like that. I'm happy for it because AK is an amazing player. I tell her this all the time. AK is an amazing player, and I'm glad she's on our team for sure.
Ναι, μας ανέφερε λίγο για τη διαφορά μεταξύ των να παίζει τον Παναθηναϊκό και στον Ολυμπιακό, καθώς υπάρχουν και πολλές Ελληνίδες. Η Τζασμίν είπε ότι έχουμε και τις καλύτερες Ελληνίδες παίκτριες στον Παναθηναϊκό. Η διαφορά είναι ότι δεν θέλει να παίζει σε άδεια γήπεδα και ότι οι φίλαθλοι του Ολυμπιακού δεν υποστηρίζουν με τον ίδιο τρόπο που υποστηρίζουν οι φίλαθλοι του Παναθηναϊκού την ομάδα τους. Έκανε και μια αναφορά λίγο στην Άννα Νίκη Σταμολάμπρου στο πρόσφατο ντέρμπι που συγκινήθηκε, ακούγοντας το όνομά της μετά από τους φιλάθλους. Και ήταν σαν να της λέγανε ότι θα έπρεπε να είναι εδώ χρόνια ή ότι τέλος πάντων ότι παίζει χρόνια στον Παναθηναϊκό.
Now she's in the right place.
Now she's in the right place, yes. Εντάξει, μας είπε και κάποια άλλα, τη ρωτήσαμε και, εντάξει, και με ποιους ξένους παίκτες γνωρίστηκε, που κάναμε και μια συζήτηση πριν, ότι ήταν και από άλλα τμήματα, ότι μας παρακολουθεί και ο αρχηγός του Πόλο, οπότε κάναμε και μια αναφορά στο Πόλο. Τώρα, so, how do you see the team? I mean, the team chemistry and the roles of the team. Are you satisfied with how everything is working right now? I tell this because we're quite early in the season. There are a lot of months ahead, and I want you to tell me if you are satisfied about the progress of the team until now.
Yes, I am happy with where we're at. I do think we can get better in a lot of areas, and I think we still have some room to go. with chemistry wise and in individual performances every game. But all in all, like overall, I'm happy to where we at. You know, I know things now for us. If we want to advance in Euro Cup, we have to win. We have to win out these next games. And I think we can do that. I think we will be advancing in these next round of games. And in the Greek League, I know that everybody sees that we're undefeated in the Greek League, so everybody's going to give us our best shot every single weekend we play in the Greek League. So I think we need to just, you know, stay focused and, you know, fear nobody but respect everybody. And just know that, okay, if we're up here, everybody's going to try to beat us, try to give us their best shot every game, and we just need to stay focused and don't take anyone lightly and just handle business every time we step on the floor.
We haven't talked a lot of, you told us some things about the Euro Cup. How do you see, you told us before that the level is quite high from what I understood. I want you to explain it a little bit more and tell me a bit about our group. How do you see our chances qualifying to the next round? How do you see this season progresses in terms of the Euro Cup? How far Panathinaikos can go to the Euro Cup? Because last year we didn't manage to go after the group stage, but I think this year we can go a little bit closer to the knockout matches. What do you think?
I can see us doing very well in Euro Cup. I think when we played on the road, we had 2 tough games that we had to pull out on the road, and we handled business. I think what was disappointing was the 2 games we played at home and we weren't able to pull out. For me personally, I think we should play better at home. We should protect home court in those 2 games. The first game against Besiktas, in the second game against the Belgian team, we wasn't able to pull out, which was disappointing to me. Because we had our fans there, we had the support there, but we just, at the end of the game, we weren't able to close it out as we was when we were on the road. So I think we lost a little bit of focus in those 2 games at home. But I think in this upcoming after the break, when everybody gets together again and everything is going to be like back to normal, everybody's going to get in the groove and we're going to get to learn everybody more, and everybody's going to be rejuvenated and things like that after coming back from a break. Everybody's going to have fresh energy, fresh legs, and things like that. So I think now we're going to pick it up a little bit, and we need to handle business against the Slovakian team. We need to go to Turkey and win against Besiktas. Those are going to be 2 important games in Euro Cup if we want to advance to the next stage, for sure.
Jasmine, I was in Holargos the day that, last week, that unfortunately we lost. And first of all, I want to say that the Belgian team surprised me. It was a very good team. Especially, I don't remember one athlete, I was very, she scored about 20 points, 18, 20 points. Anyway, I think that we lost focus on the last 3 minutes. And I think you were, not only you, all the athletes were a little bit tired at the last 3-4 minutes. Lost concentration and focus, and we finally lost. It was a pity because 37 minutes you were ahead. And most of the times, more than 10 points, as far as I remember. And finally we lost. So it was a little bit, how say it? It was a pity that we lost this game. Huh? What do you think?
No, I agree. It was heartbreaking for sure. Definitely the Belgian game was heartbreaking because, like you said, we were up the whole game. We were controlling the whole game for 37 minutes, and then we get to the last 3 minutes. We have turnover after turnover after turnover, bad shot, turnover, and they go on to win the game. So yeah, it's just we had a mental lapse in the last 3 minutes. We weren't focused. I can say my play in the last 3 minutes of the game wasn't good. And I know to some people they will say, "Oh my God, Jasmine, you were great, this and that." But personally, I know that I can be better. And I think my performance in that game wasn't good because I couldn't lead our team to victory. In the last 3 minutes, personally, I need to step up even more to lead our team to victory. And then in the Besiktas game, the game was all like we took control of the game at first, and then it came back and forth, and then they started to pull away at the end. It was some of the same stuff. We couldn't get a defensive stop. We couldn't get We couldn't get a defensive rebound. They kept getting offensive rebounds, and we couldn't get a good shot off and things like that. We just in the last couple of minutes of the game, we lose focus, and I think we just need to dial it back in and calm down and stay focused. And if we do that, like we did against Olympiacos, we dialed in, we stayed focused, we didn't let the highs get too high and the lows get too low, and we found a way to win. And I think if we keep that,
you did the opposite thing with Olympiacos.
Like literally, we did the opposite thing, and I think if we just calm down a little bit, don't get so anxious, we'll be fine.
Okay. Ναι, μας είπε λίγο, επειδή τη ρωτήσαμε και για τον όμιλο του EuroCup. Εντάξει, είναι καλές οι ομάδες. Σίγουρα είχαν 2 εκτός έδρας παιχνίδια τα οποία νίκησαν στην αρχή. Εντάξει, αναφερθήκαμε με λεπτομέρεια αρκετά και στα παιχνίδια τα 2 τελευταία, τα εντός έδρας που χάθηκαν με τη βελγική ομάδα και με την Μπεσίκτας. Μου άρεσε πάρα πολύ που εντάξει, νομίζω
μου άρεσε
ναι,
αυτό,
ότι έλαβε την ευθύνη ουσιαστικά. Τέλος πάντων, έκανε μια αυτοκριτική η Τζασμίν για την εμφάνισή της στα τελευταία 3 λεπτά. Ότι έκανε αρκετά λάθη. Εντάξει, καταρχάς ήταν ένα παιχνίδι το οποίο κρίθηκε στο τέλος, έσπασε καρδιές όπως μας είπε και ήταν σίγουρα μια οδυνηρή ήττα στο φινάλε. Είχε αρκετά λάθη, κακά σουτ για την ομάδα. Τα παιχνίδια, τέλος πάντων τα σουτ τα οποία πήρε και αποφάσεις τις οποίες πήρε τα 3 τελευταία λεπτά δεν τις άρεσαν καθόλου, δεν ήταν καλές. Και γι' αυτό είναι απογοητευμένη και στεναχωρημένη που δεν οδήγησε την ομάδα στην νίκη. Το είπε ξεκάθαρα ότι θα ήθελε να έχει κάνει καλύτερη απόδοση. Αυτό με πολύ που το ακούω και δείχνει έναν άνθρωπο που δεν φοβάται να βγει μπροστά. So, Jasmine, we say that it makes us a really good impression that you take responsibilities because you told us that you weren't good in the last 3 minutes of the game against the Belgian team. And it's not very often you see players admit that, okay, I was wrong.
Bravo.
Yes, and I take responsibility and I take the blame, if you can say that, for the loss of the team. Yeah. So that's really honorable from your side, I think. And it's really good. So what are the plans for the future? I mean, personally for Jasmine and for Panathinaikos, what are the plans for this season?
My plans and goal is just to win. It's just to win and get better every single day in practice, so it can translate onto the basketball court when we have games. For us to be dominant, for us to play how Panathinaikos is known to play, and just go as far as we can. My goals, of course, has always been to win the Greek Cup, win the Greek Championship, and then we just take it from there. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what we do after this break, for sure.
Okay, that's great. And I don't know, we didn't tell how is Athens? How is life in Athens? How do you see this stuff? We didn't talk a little bit about this. Do you have time to discover Athens on your days off or after games or any of this stuff?
I've been doing just like a little bit of things, but I haven't went to none of the touristy stuff yet because I'm waiting to do it in January. But I get a chance to interact with people when I go to certain places, certain food places and things like that. But I'm just doing a little bit at a time. I don't want to do too much too soon, and I still want it to be like new and fresh to me and things like that. But all the touristy stuff to see everything, I'm definitely going to do all that in January. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for January.
Okay, I hope you have all the time to discover more places in Athens,
For
the
sure.
capital of Greece. So I don't know if we have any more questions from the fans or from Trifilias. For me personally, it was a great honor to have you here and to talk about your basketball career, about your first months in Panathinaikos, and I hope you stay. You'll enjoy your time here. I mean, in Athens, in Panathinaikos, and I hope everything goes by plan, and that you stay a lot of years in Athens, hopefully. And all the best. All the best to your career and to your progress in Panathinaikos.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes. There's a question.
I have gathered some questions and some comments from the fans, but okay, Pavlos, please. I saw that about the nickname, probably.
Because there was a question before. Do your teammates call you in any specific way? Do you have any nickname yourself?
I mean, well, I have a basketball nickname, of course. I've got this nickname when I was in 8th grade, which is Showtime. I got that nickname, but my teammates call me just either JJ or Jay.
JJ.
Yeah, either JJ or Jay.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we want to make a song with you, JJ, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, let the fans make a song with me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have a friend here. He says he already has your photo in the wall of his room. Somebody else says that the female Kέντρικ Ναν. We have a female Kέντρικ Ναν. Okay. Very good player. A lot of love from a lot of fans. A lot of love. Somebody says, "Good evening, Mrs. Jones." Okay. Somebody asks, "Do you enjoy?" There's a Greek fan reside in Orlando, and he asks if you enjoy life more in Greece or in the States, and he says that it's much rather he goes to a power game than a Magic game. So what do you enjoy more? Huh?
Personally, right now, I enjoy life more in Greece because it's a lot cheaper in Greece.
Okay.
And coming back to America right now, I feel like I've spent so much money that I would have not spent while I was in Greece. But it's all good though. It's all good though. So. But I do enjoy life in Greece, and of course I enjoy life in America. It's what I'm used to. It's what I've always been used to, and things could just come so natural and easy for me here. But I could, Greece is cool. Greece is cool. Athens is cool. I like Athens for sure.
Also, we have from your twin sister, Chastity Baller. Hey, she tells you, "Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?" It's the twins, she said. I don't know if it's your friend, I don't know, something like that. Okay. Okay, most of the fans love you. They adore you already. I don't.
An idol, Jasmine.
Okay.
I hope so.
Okay. I don't know if there is something you want to add to make a statement or something, or you want to speak about the Greek fans, or Panathinaikos, the club, or the fans, or our fan page, or whatever you wish.
No, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for taking the time out and letting me come on this live with you guys to answer these questions for the fans. I'm excited for what this next half of the season has for us. And it's going to be great things, and I'm thankful for the fan support that we get because it's not like this anywhere else. I promise you, it's not like this anywhere else. So I'm very grateful, and I love the fans, and I wish they would continue to support us on the away games like they have been doing. I'm just really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see you guys back in Greece.
Okay.
That's great.
We would like to thank you very much. Great to hear all of these great, lovely things. I hope that we'll have the honor to invite you again at the end of the season when we have the championship and the cup also for Panathinaikos. Okay. Thank you very much, Jasmine. And you promise us that you will sing a song of Panathinaikos at the end of it.
If I learn the song in Greek, I will sing it on the live for you.
Okay. That's a promise, yeah.
Thank you very much, Jasmine. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy your time in the States, rest, and we wait you back in Greece.
Have a safe trip back to Greece.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Λοιπόν,
ευχαριστούμε πολύ. Ήταν υπέροχη, πολύ πρόθυμη, cool τυπάκι, θα έλεγα, εντάξει, πολύ έτσι πρόσχαρη, εύθυμη και είπε πολλά, έβγαλε ειδήσεις, ακομπλεξάρισε αρκετά από την είδα, είπε πράγματα που δεν τα περίμενε.
Ολυμπιακό, θα το δεις στα πρωτοσέλιδα των εφημερίδων αύριο.
Όχι, είπε πολλά που δεν περίμενα να τα ακούσω, δεν ήξερα ότι είχε πρόταση από τον Ολυμπιακό, δηλαδή αν μπορούμε να κρατήσουμε 3-4 ειδήσεις. Είχε μια πρώτη επαφή με τη Λολίτα Λύμουρα το Δεκέμβριο για ένα μάτς που είχε έρθει με την ομάδα από το Ισραήλ. Μετά είχε την πρώτη επαφή Μάρτιο-Απρίλιο, είχε πρόταση από τον Ολυμπιακό, αλλά προτίμησε τον Παναθηναϊκό. Εντάξει, και με την Coach Καπογιάννη από την αρχή η επικοινωνία που είχαν, της έκανε το κλικ, δούλεψε όλο μέσα της και της έδωσε και αυτή την αυτοπεποίθηση που χρειαζόταν για να αποδείξει ότι μπορεί να οδηγηθεί σε μια ομάδα στον Παναθηναϊκό.
Δεν θέλει να παίζει σε άδεια γήπεδα.
Αυτό ήταν, ναι, μας το έκανε και με την γλώσσα του σώματος. Μόλις της το είπαμε για τις Ελληνίδες παίκτρες, είπε ότι αυτό είναι κάτι που διαχωρίζει τον Παναθηναϊκό από τον Ολυμπιακό, τα άδεια γήπεδα. Και ότι γενικά, επειδή ο Ολυμπιακός έχει ένα υψηλό budget, το γνωρίζουμε σε σχέση με τον Παναθηναϊκό στον μπάσκετ γυναικών, δεν είναι μόνο το οικονομικό που παίζει ρόλο στην απόφαση ενός ξένου παίκτη να έρθει σε μια ελληνική ομάδα, τέλος πάντων. Στον Παναθηναϊκό συγκεκριμένα. Υπάρχει ένα οικογενειακό περιβάλλον. Μας είπε, αυτό φαίνεται και από μια συνάντηση που είχαμε με τον αντιπρόεδρο του Εραστέχνη τον Οκτώβριο, όλοι οι ξένοι παίκτες του Παναθηναϊκού. Δεν ξέρω αν αυτό συνηθίζεται γενικά σε άλλες ομάδες. Δεν το έχω δει πολύ συχνά. Στον Παναθηναϊκό είναι μια πραγματικότητα που το έχουμε ξανακούσει και είναι κάτι που το βλέπουμε και το ακούμε από όλους τους παίκτες, ότι υπάρχει ένα οικογενειακό κλίμα, ότι γνωρίζονται οι παίκτες των τμήματων μεταξύ τους, χτίζουν σχέσεις, φυσικά και οι παίκτες μεταξύ τους. Επίσης, αυτό που μας είπε για την Coach Καπογιάννη και που κάνει στις αποστολές, αλλάζει τις παίκτριες και τα δίδυμα που μένουν μαζί στο ξενοδοχείο. Η Τζασμίνη έχει μείνει μαζί με τη Διονυσία.
Ναι, εγώ δεν το ήξερα αυτό. Συνήθως ξέρω ότι υπάρχει κάποιος που γίνεσαι ζευγαράκι, εν πάση περιπτώσει, μέσα στα δωμάτια, στα ξενοδοχεία, στα αποστολές.
Εγώ θα περίμενα, ας πούμε, να μας πει με την Reigns ότι είναι μαζί, ξέρω εγώ, ή δεν ξέρω, με την 𝗝𝗔𝗭 ενδεχομένως, με κάποια ξένη παίκτρια. Αλλά μας είπε ότι ήταν και με τη Διονυσία την Αλεξανδρή στο ξενοδοχείο και με την Πινελόπη και νομίζω είπε και την Κατερίνα, αν δεν κάνω λάθος. Τι άλλο, εντάξει, φυσικά μας είπε για την ατμόσφαιρα ότι είναι κάτι που δεν έχει ξαναζήσει. Την περίμεναν και πριν, ενώ το γήπεδο είχε γεμίσει με τον Ολυμπιακό 30 λεπτά πριν, μας είπε, βέβαια μας είπε κιόλας, ανέφερε σε κάποια στιγμή ότι δεν ακούγανε, ήταν λογικό από την πτώση φασαρία στο γήπεδο, που αυτό λίγο δεν ακούγανε τα αμυντικά τους plays και τα συστήματα και τις περιστροφές και όλα αυτά. Δεν το είπε σαν δικαιολογία, απλά είπε ότι ήταν μια πραγματικότητα ότι πολλές φορές χανόμασταν ίσως στην άμυνα ή χάναμε τις αντιπάλους μας και ο Ολυμπιακός το εκμεταλλευότανε και λόγω και της φασαρίας που υπήρχε. Και φυσικά εντάξει, δεν ήταν και συγκεντρωμένες στο βασικό. Ναι.
Εντάξει, είναι καλή ομάδα ο Ολυμπιακός. Είναι καλή ομάδα. Η αλήθεια είναι πάντως ότι επειδή έχουμε δει τα παιχνίδια τους, έχουν πολύ καλή ευστοχία, είναι πολύ καλή οι Ελληνίδες του Παναθηναϊκού και η Τζον φυσικά και η πώς το λένε,
Τσβίτκοβιτς.
Και οι δύο ξένες, η Τσίβκοβιτς σουτάρει και τρίποτα. Λοιπόν, στο ντέρμπι είχαμε εγώ μέτρησα 6 ή 7 φορές που η μπάλα μπήκε και βγήκε σε τρίποντο. Και λέω, τι ήταν δηλαδή αυτό, είναι σπαστικό, γιατί το έχουν τα κορίτσια και μπήκε και βγήκε. Και μάλιστα προς το τέλος, μία φορά μπήκε και βγήκε του Ολυμπιακού και λέω, τώρα θα γυρίσει το, και όντως και γύρισε, ας πούμε.
Ναι.
Τέλος πάντων.
Ναι, όχι, ήταν σημαντικό αυτό που το είπε.
Ωραία
Γιατί...
κουβέντα, πολύ ωραία κουβέντα, Παύλο, και ελπίζω και οι φίλοι μας να το... Και η αυτοκριτική ήταν πολύ σημαντικό αυτό που λες, ναι.
Και το παρατσούκλι της είναι, εντάξει, τη λένε showtime στα κολεγιακά της χρόνια, τη λέγανε, επειδή δεν ξέρω αν το μετέφρασαν στο τέλος. JJ από τα αρχικά της CJ. Εντάξει, και είπε και ο Τριφυλίας ότι μπορεί να βγει ένα αστειευόμενος, ότι να βγάλουμε και ένα σύνθημα για την Τζασμίν. Αυτά είπε στο τέλος. Μας ευχαρίστησε, την ευχαριστήσαμε κι εμείς και δώσαμε ραντεβού για το τέλος της χρονιάς, με υπόσχεση να έχουμε τις 2 κούπες, και μας υποσχέθηκε ότι θα μας τραγουδήσει και σύνθημα του Παναθηναϊκού στα ελληνικά, θα το έχει μάθει, αν έχουμε κερδίσει τους τίτλους. Οπότε ήταν μια πολύ ωραία, ευχάριστη παρουσία και ωραία συζήτηση, νομίζω.
Πολύ ωραία κουβέντα, πράγματι. Εγώ τη ευχαριστήθηκα, δεν το περίμενα, για να είμαι ειλικρινής.
Ναι.
Γιατί βλέπεις τις αντιδράσεις μες στο γήπεδο, αυτά δεν ξέρεις πώς είναι ο άνθρωπος όταν είναι πιο χαλαρός, και εμένα μου άρεσε σαν ένα πολύ ωραίο τυπάκι.
Αυτό ήταν πολύ cool τυπάκι. Νομίζω τις μάθαμε κι εμείς κάποια πράγματα, γιατί η αλήθεια είναι ότι δεν ήξερε πάρα πολλά η ιστορία του Παναθηναϊκού, έτσι. Δεν ξέρω και τι... Εντάξει, από ό,τι κατάλαβα, εντάξει, δεν ξέρω και τι τις έχουν πει και η Λολίτα και παίκτες που έχουν υπάρξει στην ομάδα. Νομίζω ότι τις 2-3 πραγματάκια της, ας πούμε, δεν ήξερε ότι... Εντάξει, δεν ήξερε το Δημήτρη το Διαμαντίδη, οκ. Εντάξει, ένα θρύλο βέβαια το ευρωπαϊκό. Δεν ήξερα ότι ο Ντομινίκ Βίλκινς έχει υπάρξει στον Παναθηναϊκό και έχει κατακτήσει και ευρωπαϊκό. Επίσης το έμαθε από εμάς. Και άλλα πράγματα. Και για τον Μάικ Μπατίστ που της είπαμε, τέλος πάντων, ένα θρύλο του Παναθηναϊκού που είναι assistant στους Raptors, από ό,τι μας είπε και ένας φίλος, και ευχαριστώ. Εντάξει, μας είπε και για τα ειδωλά του NBA. Εντάξει, πολλά.
Τις κάνουμε φροντιστήριο λίγο.
Κάναμε φροντιστήριο, νομίζω. Ναι. Έμαθε πράγματα και αυτό ήταν ωραίο, ας πούμε. Που, εντάξει, βλέπεις, έρχονται ξένοι παίκτες στο Παναθηναϊκό, μέσα σε όλα αυτά τους βάζεις λίγο και στο κομμάτι της ιστορίας της ομάδας, μέσα στο προσωπικό.
Είναι πολύ πρόημο, γιατί είναι πολύ λίγους μήνες στην Ελλάδα.
Δικαιολογείται, είναι εντάξει, και είναι μικρή ηλικία.
Ναι. Είναι μικρή σε ηλικία, σκέψου ότι πάνε από ξενοδοχείο και σε αγώνα Ελλάδα, Ευρώπη, δεν έχεις πολύ καιρό να σκεφτείς, έχεις τους αγώνες, πρέπει να συγκεντρώνεις στους αγώνες. Είπε όμως για την Ρούλα και τη Λολίτα που ήταν παίκτες και την έχουν βοηθήσει πάρα πολύ, τους έχει πει πολλά πράγματα, τους είχε πει πολλά πράγματα για το ντέρμπι, για την Ελλάδα, για διάφορα. Εντάξει, σιγά σιγά θα τα μάθει και τα υπόλοιπα.
Σίγουρα θα ήξερε πολλά για το τμήμα του μπάσκετ γυναικών, εννοείται. Γιατί εντάξει, ήξερε ότι έχει ακούσει και από τη Λολίτα και από τη Ρούλα πράγματα και για το ντέρμπι και για το ελληνικό μπάσκετ και για τον Παναθηναϊκό, έτσι. Ναι. Όχι, βγήκαν οι δυσούλες, νομίζω. Όπα,